Alright, so this is episode 10 of Lycoris Recoil. A little bit of a recap. We saw Majima ambushing Yoshi, who had a peculiar suitcase, not really sure what's inside it. You know, the first thing in mind is that perhaps it's another heart for Chisato, because perhaps there is some care in Yoshi. For him caring about Chisato, it's just that the mission that he has is just too important that he's willing to put that over Chisato, but at the same time, perhaps he doesn't actually want to kill Chisato. We'll just have to see, Chisato can't die yet, she signed a light novel deal, didn't she? We've got a light novel after this anime. She can't just drop like that. Anyways, I do have my full-length reaction and my notes up on Patreon, which you guys can check out in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. What? You're closing down? I saw that on Twitter, where they just had a low post, not a post-it, but a little sign that said LycoReco is closing down. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like an actual announcement from LycoReco, but after I realized that it was probably something in the episode, I immediately clicked off of it. I was like, oh shit. Oh, in Vancouver. Man, he's just heart. Oh. Oh, they're all gonna be attacking here, and he's gonna be here just chilling. Yoshi, I mean. Don't come after me, please. Oh. It was my mistake. You are an excellent children. Alright. Man lives for his mission. You're just like the A. Yeah, let me give you information on the HQ, huh? Alright, everyone's splitting up. That's what Chisato wants. But you were thinking about it. Damn, dude. Damn, Takina. He was from Allen. Oh. She literally just fucking broke your shoulder, my guy. That was the thing I saw on Twitter. That forced smile. Why not? One last time. The lights are all turned on again. Damn, she came in here too? A chaperoning teacher. Kingpin. Repay evil with evil. So it doesn't apply to us. Understandable. The balance must be restored. Where's Yoshi? Man just blows up this whole ship. Like, I swear. Whoa, it's Kurumi in a school uniform. At some other cafe. A cafe that's not quiet? Oh. Damn, dude, all the fucking returning customers. The completion ceremony. Alright, all the liqueurs around about. It's yours. Oh shit. Oh. Hmm. It's that feeling again, like at the bar when he apologized to her. Oh shit! You gonna reveal to her the secret? Damn, just 3 fucking trucks coming real fast. Honestly, I just want him to drop out of a fucking helicopter. Or an airplane, just to really put the flair into it. Is he really coming up the elevator? Oh, he went on another floor. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. The strongest hitman. Alright. Oh, the truth comes out. In that situation, he was the savior. That's why he said. Mm-hmm. It's hard to tell, yeah. If all of this hadn't happened, it would have been better for him to. Sure, I would have lost. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you were able to grow on your own. Oh. Her dad's. Oh. Man gets me all teary. So anyway, it's terrorism. Hold on, I haven't finished wiping my eyes yet. You guys can you guys attacking him? Oh shit! We're having the countdown! What's happening? Ooh. Ooh, man's taking over. He's like, I've got data everywhere! This country is peace itself. Damn, dude, everybody just got guns out here, dude. This fucking guy. Wait, man's over here like, oh, it's a gun. Let me put my fucking finger through where the trigger is. Has been suggested. Are you underestimating us? Who is this man? This guy will die. Alright. Damn, she's got... One life over the life of many? We'll call you back in a second. There's just drones everywhere. Understandable. Just like you. Aww. Oh shit, dude, is he joining in too? Oh my god. Now I'm just scared that Mika's going to fucking die. Man's already crippled. Oh shit. Fucking wild, dude. Fucking wild. Alright. Well, we all know that the crew are gonna come back together for this fucking finale, you know? Like, Kurumi and Mizuki aren't just like gonna fuck off somewhere. Like, they're still going to be here. And I assume, you know, Kurumi is going to come back and she's going to, or at the very least, like, I'm assuming that Kurumi will end up doing something with the hacking thing, and then Robota is just going to be like, what the fuck, is that Walnut? I thought I killed you in like episode 2 or 3. I assume that's what, you know, what Kurumi is going to come back for, since that's what she's the hacker. Alright. I'm gonna go write my notes, and then we will be back to the center. Oh hey, you actually get to see half of what the hell the thing was written. Surgery using a heart-lung machine by John Haysham Gurr. The first successful case of medical practice using a heart. Blah, 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 blah. 1953. Patient was an 18-year-old at the time. She was dealing with something of breath and arrhythmia. At this time, the attending misdiagnosed, told his symptoms, perform an operation to a heart-lung mechanization, I assume this way. Meanwhile, the heart was sutured. The surgery was done after 20 minutes. That's partial, whatever. And Ryoko was alive until the age of 66. Wow, he was 18 when it happened. Notably, if there was no heart lung, he would have died way earlier, I assume. In July of the same year, 2 more open heart surgery, both died. First in 1951, so that was 2 years before. 1951, Gibbon's first surgery using heart was also killed a 15-year-old. I can't read the other one because the fucking subtitles are in the way. Wait, hold on. Oh, I got it. Also killed, therefore only the above example, successful example of using a heart with Gibbon. Since 1953, Gibbon has not performed heart surgery. Okay. So, the Allen Institute. Okay, now I'm just thinking, it's since, you know, Lycoris are good test subjects since they don't have, like, family structures, or not family structures, but family registrations. And I was just thinking, like, if this place is so peaceful, you know, if Japan is so peaceful while the world outside is, like, dealing with terrorism and bad shit, right? Where are all these fucking orphans coming from? Are they coming from Japan, or, like, are we shipping orphans over here? And like, I mean, there's a lot of Lycoris, and they're all specifically orphaned girls. Must be getting them from China, I guess. Meddling with things because they aren't going as planned is going against Allen's rules, right? But he's breaking the rules because he wants... The mission is too important for the rules! Alright, so that was episode 10 of Lycoris Recoil. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode. In the beginning, we just got a nice little tidbit of information on the whole heart-lung machine thing, and that it was basically the Allen Institute gave these people the opportunity to illicitly experiment on their little heart-lung machine, and that the Lycoris are basically good test subjects because they don't have family registrations. And so that was a nice little tidbit. After that, we find that the LycoReco is closing down. I mean, it was Chisato's, I believe it was like Chisato's idea to open up this whole thing. And since, you know, she's gonna drop dead in about 2 months, she's like, oh, well, it's time for everyone to go their separate ways, you know? Takina's already done that. We saw the scene of the both of them going in opposite directions, you know? They went their own way. So she's like, might as well get these two out of here as well. But again, they'll come back, obviously. They're not just gonna fucking leave after that. Just like, oh well. And then we had a scene between Majima and Yoshi. And Majima was learning about Yoshi and Chisato's relationship, you know, about the heart and the whole misunderstanding. And then he goes and he says, wow, she'll probably be very disappointed when she finds out your true reason, you know, which is nice because after, you know, a little bit after that scene, we get to see Mika finally saying the real, you know, saying the whole truth about Yoshi. But let's talk about that in a bit. We saw that Majima, you know, as what we've been seeing him, he wants to put the balance back into Japan, because when all of the countries in the world are dealing with warfare and terrorism, Japan is the one country that's not dealing with that. Apparently, they're so fucking peaceful compared to all the other countries, but the fact that there's another element that's just hidden underneath all these people's noses, and they don't, and the civilians, they don't know any better. He hates that shit, you know, knowing that there should be a balance between good and evil, but here are these people who are saying that they're good, but they're technically are also sort of evil because they're essentially blinding the people, you know, they're making the people see what they want to see. They as in the DA, goddamn pronouns. And it was really interesting when Yoshi says, you're an excellent children. You know, Majima is doing the things that they want him to do, but then Majima is like, no, I'm just like her. So her as in Chisato, I thought I'm just like her. I live how I want to do. And he says, and if it pleases me, you know, if I want to do it, I can just kill you right here and then. And Yoshi's like, well, if that's part of your mission, I'll gladly give up my life for this. And that just disgusts Yoshi because sorry, that just disgusts Majima, because just knowing that despite him doing what he feels like he wants to do, having Yoshi here who says, you know, if it's for the mission, I'll give up my life, it makes him feel like it's not actually his decision, and that he's just following whatever mission that the Allen Institute wanted him to have. So it's an interesting thought on that. But he also did say that, you know, once he takes down the DA, he's coming after the Allen Institute. Majima's too wild, man. He's too wild. He's coming for everyone. And then we saw a tidbit of Takina, who is still on the search for Yoshi. You know, she went back to the DA and she was going through the briefing and all that. So that was a little bit about Takina, not too much to say about that. And then going back to the LycoReco, the customers are upset. You know, the returning customers are upset that it's closing down. They all have a very, that place has a special place in their heart. And we can see that throughout all of these previous episodes, because despite me not knowing any of their fucking names, we do see them quite often. You know, they're always here playing board games or whatever games that they're playing. So it's a nice place for them to just come out and chill and hang out with their friends, essentially. But after that, we have Mika and Chisato just chilling in the fucking LycoReco as it's just closing down. And Mika gives Chisato a kimono, which was supposed to be for her coming of age ceremony, but he's giving it a little earlier because, you know, again, the whole she's gonna drop dead within a couple months or so. At that point, again, we had that similar feeling of Chisato, you know, going back to like that bar when Mika is just genuinely saying sorry to Chisato, but Chisato has no idea on why he's sorry, so she's just kind of like, you know, it's okay, it's okay. And so it had that similar feeling where Mika is just having all this turmoil within him. And I really like this progress that we've had between Mika and Yoshi. So, and also Chisato as well, you know, this fucking family trouble that we're having right now. But, you know, with Chisato going and saying like, hey, you know, without you, I wouldn't have been able to open up, you know, get LycoReco. Hold on, there you go. I haven't done anything to earn your appreciation though, because he still feels guilty about all the whole mission shit, right? And so Chisato's trying to cheer him up, saying like, come on now, you're the one who gave me my name, the one who taught me how to shoot guns, and why this cafe exists, and why I was able to meet Takina. And Mika, finally, at his bursting point, he burst. And so he goes and finally tells the truth on Shinji. Meanwhile, you know, terrorism is still happening and all that. We'll talk about the terrorism in a bit. But he tells her the truth that initially he only asked Shinji to perform the operation so that he could profit as a commander, since she was good at killing, and Lycoris tend to not live past like 18 or whatever, so who gives a shit if she doesn't last that long, if the heart doesn't, you know, last her that long and all that. That was very nice for him to finally be able to say that truth and, you know, tell her about this turmoil that he's been having, and knowing the fact that her whole mission is supposed to be like the world's greatest hitman, and just knowing that, what was it? The turmoil within him, and just knowing that he wanted to tell her the truth about Yoshi for a while, but Chisato had taken Yoshi's words to heart, and that was what had given her strength, and she's, you know, at this point, she had idolized him, and it was really hard for Mika to say that to Chisato, you know, like, what am I going to do? She's already idolized him this much, like, I don't want to break her imagery, so it's a very understandable thing, you know, it's like a white lie. For him, if all of this shit hadn't happened, if Chisato was able to just live out her whole life like this and just not have to do, and not have this whole terrorism shit that's happening, Mika would have been fine with just letting her live out her life and just thinking about Yoshi as her savior and all that. It was also nice when he says like, well, if I had told you that, I feel like you would have continued to kill, hoping that Shinji would come and save you. So it's a nice little thing, but I'm glad that we were... Alright, I forgot what I was talking about. Anyways. Oh yeah, so with all the whole thing that Mika has said, Chisato goes and says that she is happy that he had given her the decision. It was her decision to open up the LycoReco and all that, and so it was really nice for her to essentially. I keep saying turmoil. You know, this whole guilt that Mika is feeling, and just him not feeling like he's worthy of Chisato. You know, that he didn't really do anything for her appreciation, and here Chisato comforting him, saying that she is glad that he gave her the decision and not, you know, do it for her, and that because of it, if she had heard about this earlier or whatever, you know, at an earlier time, she probably would have been lost. She probably would have resigned herself to the DA, and she probably would have blamed them for all the bad things that happens to her. But, you know, because she was able to grow up with being able to make her own decision, and she's been able to grow and see the world for how it is compared to, you know, just being in the DA and working as a Lycoris. You know, she's able to actually interact with all of the returning customers of LycoReco and get to see all of these perspectives. You know, she had a lot of room to grow. So it was really nice for Chisato to be able to comfort Mika during that time. And, you know, with her going and saying, you know, you two are my dads. And it's very family shit. Always gets me teary, alright? So, very nice, very nice. And so, to the whole terrorism thing, they were doing the opening or the completion ceremony of the new radio tower, and then Majima ends up overtaking the broadcast via the back door that they did a few episodes earlier, and he basically tell people that they're living a lie. This paradise that you're in, it's a complete lie. There's somebody who's pulling the strings. He doesn't really straight out say it's the DA, but he basically is giving the idea in their head, and he's letting them answer the question themselves. Then he's also giving them free guns, so man's like, free guns for everyone, alright? There are guns everywhere. So Majima's plan is to root out the Lycoris, you know, try to get them to stop these civilians with guns, and basically get the civilians a first-hand experience on the secret police that is the Lycoris. But I also really like that essentially this is like his way of balance, because there's been so little chaos. I mean, there has been chaos, but it's all been covered up, but in the people's mind there's been so little chaos that he's just like, let me bring all these fucking chaos in here, so then maybe things will finally balance itself out. But we saw a higher up calling Kusunoki in the DA, and I feel like I've seen him before in some parts, but I also am not sure. Old dudes in the anime all look the same to me at some point, but if we have seen him, let me know. But it seems like he, you know, has a higher position, and he wants Chisato in the ring. He wants Chisato in right now, and so that gets Kusunoki to call Chisato, but then at the same time, Robota is calling Chisato, and we get the classic trolley problem. Are you going to let all these people get hurt and potentially die, or are you just going to let this one man die but save everybody else? So it was an I mean, I assume, you know, we're not going to be the person pulling on which direction is gonna go, you know, the train is gonna go where, because Miko's over here like, well, Fuki and Takina are at the new radio tower, so they'll be over there, and we're gonna go and get Yoshi. And we saw that Mika is gonna come in, and he's gonna join the fight as well, I believe. Hopefully at a distance. Wasn't he a sniper? I don't know why, something in my head, I think he's a sniper. But yeah, Mika's gonna come and join, and all I can think of is, oh my god, dude, Mika's going to die, I swear to goodness. He we've already got his backstory, and technically, now that Chisato has comforted him and let him know that his decisions are actually valid, you know, and did I already said we've got his backstory? Yeah, just those two and all of that. And all you think of is, he is ripe to be killed right now. Oh my god. I hope not, but I will find it very funny if if Mika and Yoshi ends up dying and they die together. Oh my god, how romantic. Alright. Mika the crippled, he'll be crippled for real, and he's just like, no, Yoshi, you leave me behind, and Yoshi's like, no, I can't leave you behind. Or it's the opposite way. I don't know why I'm thinking about death. Actually, I know why from what I was talking about in the previous episode, but I am interested to see what we are going to do next for the 2 final episodes, I believe. Is this a 12 episode slot or a 13 episode slot? Either way, there's a light novel coming, and I'm just over here like, do I really want to read a light novel right now? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how the anime ends, and have to see more information on this light novel that's coming out. And also, if you guys hadn't heard, Hideo Kojima is over here like, yeah, Lycoris Recoil is pretty fucking good. I give a seal of approval on the light novel. But alright, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys when I see you guys.